Hello to all my bonsai friends on YouTube. It's Lee with Lee's Trees. And we're starting out today's video freehanding it a little bit. This is my Portulacaria afra forest. It's a mixed jade forest. And I'm going to tighten it up or zoom out a little so I can give you a little different view here. And what this is, in the front here, we have a rainbow jade. This is a Lilliput. In the back is a Frank Yi cork bark, and that one's a twin trunk. In the back side there is just your standard Portulacaria afra. Then we have a variegated on this side here and a mani here. And we're going to give these a little bit of a trim here in just a moment. I'm going to put the phone in the tripod and zoom in a little. All right. So, to start real easy with the mani in the front here, I don't really need that piece to create a second trunk there. I do have a little branch in the back here. We'll give that a trim and see if it'll continue to grow. But we do want to shorten it down a bit. So I think I'm going to take it all the way down to there. And hopefully, and then we'll get just that one spot to start to sprout there. And so the variegated on this side, again, we don't need this little piece down on the bottom there. I've got one branch coming into the center there we can take off. I've got this one coming out front here. We'll bring that back to a leaf or two. Oh, let me get my little leaf out of the way there. I think I might go ahead and take that whole branch off. There's a tiny one in the back here. I think I'm going to leave that to grow out the back. I don't think it's going to be in the way. We've got a dead leaf there. Get rid of that one. And let's see. So for this piece here, I think I might just take it to there. I mean, it's still a little bit hidden behind that one, but I think it might, and of course that one's going to grow faster, so I'll be able to cut it back more, but it's okay. So the rainbow here in the front, this one's, we got a branch coming inside here. We'll take off. And I've got this little rock here. I found this after the storm, Hurricane Helene. I had a little bit of a flash flood come through the property. And I was walking on the backyard. I happened to find this and saw how it looked like a little ice cream sandwich or an Oreo cookie. Some quartz crystals sandwiched in between something there. Some type of other mineral. So set that off to the side for a minute. So I've got a few branches here that are more of your handlebar branches, or a lot of people just refer to it as a bar branch, but it's a handlebar branch. But first of all, we have this one in the front we don't really need. Okay, and of course those are all going to grow and get in the way of that one, so let's take that one off. And we'll take that one off. They're all a little bit low. We got a few leaves in the back here. Oh, little branch back there. Okay, so again, that one's going to get in the way of that. So we'll make that our main branch or our first branch. There's a little spot coming up the back there, but we'll leave that for now. Let's see. And since we have that one going that way, and what we'll do is we'll trim that there, and we'll go ahead and take that whole one off of there. And height-wise, we'll go ahead and cut it back to a few leaves. All right, our little Lilliput here. And I do want to take a moment. I want to thank Tom with Coffee and Bonsai from Tom. Many of these cuttings came from him. The rainbow, I bought it at Big Box Hardware. And the standard Portulacaria back here was a cutting off my big one I've talked about. But these other four, the Lilliput, the Frankie corkbark, the variegated, and the Manny, were all sent to me by Tom with Coffee and Bonsai with Tom, free of charge. He didn't even charge me for the shipping, although I do think he is asking you to pay for shipping. But I did send him I did reimburse him for the shipping, even though he didn't ask me to. But anyway, so for our little Lilliput here, it sure has grown really nice over the winter. So we're just going to give it a little bit of a trim here and there. Take it back to a few leaves. Got a branch in the back here we'll cut back. There we go. All right. Now, our big Frankie corkbark here. Got a branch coming out the back there. We'll shorten a little, but other than that, I think I want most of that to let grow, because I think that's going to be my primary tree. And if I were to eventually get a seventh variety of Portulacaria when I do repot this, I would probably end up moving that more into the center, because I did want that to be more of my main focus tree. And I do want to make a comment. You'll see that the trees are all pretty much spaced out somewhat evenly. That was not planned. I did have these grouped more as a separate, I had a couple over here, one up here, and these were all more of a clump over here. And I turned around and somehow they ended up being evenly spaced. If you've been in bonsai for a little bit, you've tried repotting a pot or two, or a tree or two, and you put it in the pot off to one side or the other, and you start putting your soil in, and all of a sudden it's in the middle. And you don't know how it got there. Well, that's what happened with this. So, all right. So our main little one back here, we're going to take that off. We're going to shorten that down. And we're getting a couple of 3 different tops coming up here. So I think I might want to keep it coming into the center more. So we'll take that off, and we'll take that off. Okay. All right, but it's got all summer to grow. Like I said, it's the first week of April, so it's got a lot of good growing time to it. So again, that's my mixed jade forest, and I hope you like it. Thank you.